American Academy became increasingly secularized, baccalaureate services were de-emphasized, and today, if they exist at all, they are considered unofficial services, often endorsed only by a student club, sometimes not even allowed to meet on campus, and almost never endorsed by the university itself. The sad fact is that God has been steadily uninvited to commencement at most universities in America, but not here. At Liberty University, God is
Amen. Yes.
The first European inhabitants of the original 13 colonies would not believe, nor would they accept the alienation of faith from the academy. Quite to the contrary, they wrote Christianity into the founding creeds of America's first universities. They carved Bible verses into stone facades of buildings and erected monuments to pastors and missionaries. The mottos of 4 of America's Ivy League universities provide a glimpse of the original Christian mission of each institution. These include Brown University, whose motto is, "In God We Hope." Princeton's motto remains, "Under God's power she flourishes." And Yale's is still "Light and Truth." The seal of Columbia University has Psalm 36:9 inscribed in Latin, which reads, "In thy light we shall see light." All very similar to Liberty's motto, "Training champions for Christ." Our fervent prayer for Liberty University is that it will remain true to its Christian roots in perpetuity, and that your children, grandchildren, and generations of their descendants will sit in a service just like this one to thank God for their Liberty University education.
Amen.
An important part of the commencement ceremony tomorrow will be devoted to honoring veterans who have defended this nation and have sacrificed their lives to defend the freedoms that we all enjoy every day.
Amen.
For that reason, it is fitting that our keynote baccalaureate speaker this year is Tim Lee. John and Wanda Lee dedicated their son to God following his birth in 1950. Tim Lee was a born fighter and grew to develop a rebellious and hostile attitude toward authority. Every inch of his life from childhood was a battle. He was a natural fit for the Marines he joined in 1969. After his training, he received orders to serve in Southeast Asia. In March of 1971, Tim Lee was marching along a grassy trail in Vietnam. In that moment, a landmine explosion severed 2 lower limbs and placed him in the fight of his life. Dropping from 187 pounds to 80 pounds, doctors and nurses did not expect him to live. But God's plan for him was to carry the message of Jesus around the world. After his call to preach in 1973 and the following year of itinerant evangelistic preaching, Tim Lee was a pastor for 5 years before becoming a full-time evangelist in 1979.
All right.
Since then, he has traveled millions of miles and shared the gospel with countless numbers of people around the world. He still travels over 100,000 miles each year to speak in churches, food camps, arenas, and never strays from preaching an uncompromised message grounded deep in patriotism, righteous living, and biblical revival. Tim has also served this university as an influential member of its Board of Trustees since 1991. I will now ask Tim Lee and our Provost, Dr. Ron Harkins, to join me at the podium. In recognition of his sacrificial service to this nation, his work as an author, speaker, pastor, and evangelist, as well as his proven leadership in the church, with the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Liberty University, the Doctorate of Divinity degree is hereby conferred upon
All
Tim
right.
Lee with all the rights and privileges appertaining to Please welcome Dr. Tim Lee.
Thank you so very, very much.